What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against a subscriber/follower on Twitter. Today, we are up against Immortal Fox, who has been on the channel before, I think a few times, I'm not really positive, but we're having an RU match today. So we're bringing the same team that we brought last time. Hopefully we aren't faced with a DC, because that was a bit unfortunate. I don't normally like posting battles that have DCs, but I felt like that one was just about over. I don't really know. Anyway, today, like I said, we're having an RU team, we're having an RU team because it's an RU battle, and I really like RU. It's one of my favorite tiers. So we're bringing the weakness policy on Mega. We've got physically defensive Avalugg, specially defensive Slowking, Assault Vest Hitmonchan, Eviolite Rhydon, and Life Orb Zebstrika. So before we get started, if you guys can, if you would like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that good stuff, all you got to do is click that thumbs up button right below this video. It really does help out a lot. And also, if you want to leave a comment, leave some feedback, leave some constructive criticism, leave your thoughts, just anything, really. I just love interacting with you guys, and my opponent's bringing some really cool things. This is awesome. This is why I love battling subscribers. By the way, if you want to get in on a battle on the channel, all you gotta do is look for the tweets that I send out. I send it out, or not I send it out, but I tweet out that I'm looking for a battle a couple times a week. And if you see that tweet, usually just the first couple of people that respond back with their friend code and their in-game name and have a team ready for whatever tier I'm asking, they get to battle. And, you know, these are the battles that you see on the channel. So that is that. All you gotta do is follow me over there. The link is always in the description below, so you should be able to find it. If not, just search my name. It shouldn't be too hard. Anyway, we got Golurk, Poliwrath, Bronzong, Pyroar, Raichu, and Altaria. So I see the possible Defog user in the Altaria. Also, Heal Bell is a thing. The Rock Setter could be Bronzong or the Golurk, although Assault Vest Golurk is pretty darn good as well. He's got 2 electric immunities, so we can't just go in with Zoe and start spamming electric type attacks. That's just not a thing. If I had to guess, I want to say he's going to lead off with the Bronzong or the Raichu. One or the other. I'm not sure which. And we really don't have much for that Bronzong, actually. I'm going to lead off with the Zebstrika. And if he leads off with the Bronzong, I'm just going to overheat. He may try to switch in the Golurk or the Raichu, but neither one of those is going to like a Life Orb boosted overheat. It's not stab, but it's going to deal a lot of damage. And I don't even think it'll one-shot the Bronzong, but like I said, super effective. It's going to do a lot of damage. Because Zoe is power. What else can I say? Zoe is power. So Mickey Mouse is starting things off. It's the Raichu. Interestingly enough, now, if you're Focus Sash, I don't know if I like that. But I'm pretty sure we outspeed you. Pretty sure. And I should be running Timid. So we should be okay to go for an overheat here. So he's going to withdraw. What are you going to go into? Golurk, maybe? Optimus Prime. That sounds like Golurk. Yep, he's going to get smacked with an overheat. That's not going to feel good. It does connect. I was a little bit afraid it was going to miss. But yeah, that's not going to feel good, my friend. Oh, that is Assault Vest if I've ever seen it. Oh my goodness, that doesn't do anything. That does nothing whatsoever. Alright, yeah. That is a problem. That is definitely a problem. EQ is probably coming our way. Definitely. I have to say, definitely it's coming our way. Trying to think, does he have priority on the team? Otherwise, I really want to go into Buzzbeat here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Rhydon is not really a good switch because EQ obviously is going to just destroy our lives. Childra can take a hit or two and then respond back with something. We don't have to worry about rocks on this thing because this is definitely Assault Vest without a question in my mind. Or a doubt in my mind, I guess is what I should be saying. Now, yeah, Slowking isn't really much of a switch either because an EQ is still really going to hurt. The question is, are you going to predict Buzzbeat to come out and go for a Stone Edge? Because that would work. Because it's going to be super effective on the, whatchamacallit, the Children too. So yeah, I don't want to take that risk. We're going to go into Avalugg first here. I should be able to take a hit or two from this. even super effectively and recover off the damage and then get an avalanche off on something. He's going to go for the Shadow Punch, so Yanmega definitely could have taken that, but that's not going to do much. I mean, granted, that was a safe play. I don't have any immunities to that, and that may be why he didn't go for the EQ, probably expecting me to switch out. So, not a bad play on my opponent's part by any means. Here, I want to say that Avalanche is our best play. The Bronzong can come in very easily. But if he stays in with Golurk, it's just going to die. I'm going to go for the Avalanche. He's going to withdraw. I want to say that Bronzong is going to come in here. Sentinel? Sentinel. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. So EQ would have been great. Avalanche is probably not going to do too much because Pyroar is not thick or anything, but yeah. Oh, it has lefties? A Pyroar with lefties. A bulky Pyroar. Okay, well, I was not expecting that, so we're probably going to see a Will-O-Wisp coming from this. That's interesting. It also can carry the Dark Pulse, but I'm thinking it might not even have Dark Pulse because of the fact that... Wow, that's crazy. I mean, that's awesome, too. That really is awesome. And that's another reason why I love battling my subscribers that take after some of the things that I showcase on the channel. Not necessarily copying my sets, per se, but just using different things, being creative. There's the Will. I mean, this is awesome. This is what I love to see. And especially after playing Battle Spot after Battle Spot, where it's the same Pokemon over and over and over and over again. Everybody uses the standard Pokemon, the standard sets. This is such a breath of relief. So, I don't know. I'm getting a little, like, fanboyish over my subscribers, which is funny. But that's just what it is. What can I say? I can probably go for a T-Wave here. Because that Golurk is not coming in. Let's be real here. Why? Just why? He's going to switch out, but I don't think the Golurk's coming in because a Scald is so painfully obvious. Yeah, let's go for a T-Wave and paralyze something. Oh, he's going to taunt me. Oh my goodness, great play. Great play. Okay, now I'm going for Scald, and he has to know that's coming. Oh, he got so... That was so risky. That was such a risky play. That was either a really risky play or a really bad play. I'm not sure which. I mean, Immortal Fox, he's not a bad player, so I'm gonna guess that that was just a risky, high risk, high reward-ish type thing. Going for the Scald though. He's gonna stay in and go for the Dark Pulse. That's not gonna do that much. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like you're invested with the lefties, and Scald is gonna hurt. He takes that, so he's specially defensive. No doubt in my mind. We see the lefties again. I'm going to go for Slack Off here and then Scald again. Because I'm afraid of the flinches. I'm definitely afraid of the flinches. So, Slack Off it is. Oh, Taunt. Oh, duh! I just got taunted the turn before. So I'm going to Scald again. And he's going to withdraw. Maybe the Bronzong is coming in here. I don't know what that is. Aries. Oh, the Water Absorb. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, I don't know what in the world this thing could be running. I really don't. I really want to Psyshock it because it doesn't have any kind of recovery. Our Taunt is going to wear off. I don't want to T-Wave or Slack Off this turn in case he's sub-Focus Punch. Just in case. So we're going to Psyshock before we do anything. He's going to withdraw. What is this? He's pulling a double. Gonna go into Megatron. That is the Bronzong, which isn't gonna take much from that. Interestingly enough, maybe baiting a T-Wave. We get the crit, that means nothing. We see lefties again. Some more lefties. Lefties, all over the place. Now, like I said, I don't have much for this. I really don't. He might try to go for rocks. I don't know. Or he could be a dual screen set. Actually, it could be the same set that I run, which is dual screens and Stealth Rock. For all I know, that's what it is. So I don't think I want to Slack Off. We're going to get Regenerator by switching out. So what's the best play here? Feel like we can go into Hitmonchan and start setting up all kinds of power-up punches. I mean, this thing could... Does Bronzong get T-Wave? I feel like it does. We're gonna go into Zoe. I'm not sure what this thing wants to do. I'm not sure. Really not. If you could set up the light screen... Okay, he does set up the light screen. I wish I had Brick Break. Because I can't do much to this thing through a light screen. It's just... Yeah, I'm not going to be dealing much damage at all. Now, I think I want to Volt Switch. Now, if the Golurk comes out... I'm going to have to Hard Switch after that. We'll see. We'll see. I think he had... Did he show lefties? He didn't get hit by anything, right? So he could be Light Clay. We've seen quite a few Pokemon with lefties already. It's got lefties all over the place on this team. I've got 2 Pokemon on my side that have lefties. I've got Avalugg and Slowking. And Rhydon doesn't have it because, you know, it's got the Eevee Lights and such. So we're going to Volt Switch out here. We'll see what my opponent wants to do. He's thinking about his move. He's contemplating. I mean, staying in, it really isn't that big of a deal because he's not going to take much of an overheat with the light screen up. And he's probably specially defensive too. And the Pyroar is specially defensive. So this is just a bulky team. Just a bulky team. So we shall see. We shall see. I really wish I had Brick Break on this team somewhere, but I don't, unfortunately. And I don't have Defog either, which actually removes screens from your opponent's side of the field. And we don't have that. I just have a Rapid Spinner in Avalugg. So this, thankfully, Megatron here, the Bronzong, does not have any kind of reliable recovery. So it will be able to be worn down just a little bit. He's going to withdraw. Don't go into the Golurk. Optimus Prime, that's the Golurk. He's going to get... he doesn't have lefties, right? No, he's got the Assault Vest. So we are going to go into... We're going to go into Avalugg here, I think. Really feel like that's what I want to do. Because I don't think he can do a whole lot to me. To be fair. I really don't. So Avalugg it is. He didn't get up a Reflect, so Avalanche will deal an okay amount of damage. We see the Stone Edge, and we avoid the attack, which is really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. I don't think he's staying in here. Because we're going to one-shot him with an Avalanche. He doesn't have the Assault Vest protecting his physical side. So that is a thing. That is indeed a thing. I'm going to go for... Am I going to go for the Avalanche anyway? Am I really going to do that? I need to burn these turns of Light Screen is what needs to happen. So yeah, we're going to go for the Avalanche anyway. He's going to withdraw. Let me guess. The Bronzong is coming back out. Yeah, Megatron's coming back out, so he's going to get hit by the Avalanche here. And now we'll get to see if he's lefties. That doesn't do much at all. He does have the lefties. Alright, so he doesn't have the Light Clay. So that's good to know. So Light Screen should be wearing off shortly. It should be indeed. This is a pain. This is a pain to break through. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm going to go into Rhydon here, and I'm going to get up rocks. Even if he wants to set up the Reflect, I'm going to get up rocks and start Dragon Tailing everything to start getting some damage on things. He's going to Toxic. That's not good. I don't have any kind of Cleric on this team, so Rhydon's going to get worn down pretty darn fast. Granted, Gyro Ball is not going to be doing a whole lot to Reese here because we're both pretty darn slow. And he may just go right for the Reflect. So we've seen Toxic, Light Screen, probably has a Reflect. What else could you possibly have? I don't know. I'm guessing an attacking move and not Stealth Rocks. So we're going to set up rocks here. That's what we're doing. Because that Pyroar is not going to like it and it's defensive. So getting some free damage on a Pokemon like that is just great. He's going to withdraw. What are you going into? What are you going to go into? Aries, which is the Poliwrath. Alrighty, well, we're not going to stay in on a Poliwrath, obviously. That doesn't make a lot of sense. We are going to see the toxic damage, which is unfortunate. And what switch-ins do we have for that? We have Slowking. And we have Childra. But Childra, I mean, I don't know if that's too much of a switch-in because... I just don't know if that's really a switch-in. We can switch in Buzzbeat here. Because, sure, we'll take some damage. But an Air Slash is gonna hurt. But, no, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make a lot of sense. So we are 13 minutes into this match, and not a whole lot has happened. Really at all. Not much has happened. Not much has happened at all. Decisions here, decisions. I'm really afraid of this being a sub-focus punch set, and Childra's not going to be able to handle that too well at all. That really does scare me. It really, really does. I'm going to predict a water-type move here, though. So, I'm going to go into... yeah, I'm going to predict a water-type move. I'm going to go into Slowking. Because even if he wants to go for a fighting-type move, I resist your stabs. I don't take physical hits that well, but I should be able to handle this. I should be able to handle this. Goes with an EQ! I don't know what you were predicting there. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look at my team. Oh, maybe the Zebstrika? I'm not going to switch that in to take attacks that aren't resisted. Unless I'm predicting a really weak hit, I'm not going to be switching that in. Now I'm going to go for a Slack Off, because I pretty much have to. We'll see if you want to stay in. I'm guessing the Bronzong's going to come in next. But getting a Slack Off here is like top priority. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a Slack Off here. We're going to get a Slack Off. A Slack Off. Too many offs are happening. Not enough ons. I've had a lot of really long battles today. You guys will see, or maybe you saw already, depending on when this battle goes up in retrospect, or with respect. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. With respect to the rest of the battles. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but yeah. So we're going to get a Slack Off, as I mentioned. I just had to say that again. I'm sorry, I really did. And that's great. That is just great. I don't know that I want to T-Wave this thing as much as I want to just, you know, kind of cripple it a little bit and maybe get some power hacks going. If it has the Gyro Ball, I don't want to just give it free hits. Or free extra power, basically. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So, I think I really just want to go for a Scald and try to get as much damage as possible. He's going to go for the Light Screen. No doubt in my mind, why not just go for the Light Screen? And yeah, this isn't going to do much. I really need to get this burn here. Come on, no, game, you don't understand. You need to just give me burn sometimes. I do get them sometimes. I'm just being a drama queen for no reason. So we're still in a range where Regenerator will get us back up to full health if we switch out. I'm going to predict the Poliwrath to come out here and go for a Psyshock. I don't think he's staying in. I don't think he can touch me. Unless he wants to set up a Reflect. I really think the Poliwrath is going to come in here. So we'll at least be able to hit him with a physical attack. No, he just goes for the Reflect. So he's risking getting all kinds of things happening to him there. Now, I don't think the Golurk is going to be switching in. So is going for a T-Wave worth it to paralyze whatever comes in? Possibly. Because he's not really gaining much ground here. He's getting screens up, but that's just about it. And anytime he wants to switch, he has to take rocks damage, and that's not something that he wants to do. So I'm going to T-Wave. I don't think he's staying in. Again, I'm going to predict him to switch out. But I'm not positive what he wants to switch out into. He may predict me to go back to Scald now. No, he's going to go for Gyro Ball, so we're going to give him extra power on that, which is exactly what I said I didn't want to do. That does nothing. That does absolutely nothing. So he's T-Waved. Great, he's T-Waved. This Bronzong is a problem. I don't have any fire types. I don't have any fire type moves except for Overheat, which is not, it's not going to do much. It's not going to do much, even without the light screen up. This is going to be a long battle. Until I break the Bronzong Golurk-ish stuff going around, This is just going to be a long battle. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm going to go for Scald here. I don't think the Poliwrath is coming in. No. We need to get a burn. Oh, why did I do that? We can't get a burn. I paralyzed them. Oh, that was a bad play. That was a really bad play. Oops. Alright, I kind of derped there. So his Gyro Ball is doing more damage, but he's wasting PP on it on Slowking, which is great. He's used 2. I think it has 8 total if he has PP ups. If he doesn't, it's only 5. So that is something to think about. I'm going to go for a Slack Off here, and then we're going to switch out. If he doesn't switch out. No, he's going to stay in and go for another Gyro Ball because I don't think any of his screens wore off. So at least we know what all of his moves are, and he can't Toxic us, which is great. He's paralyzed and can't move. That is unfortunate. It's to the point I really needed that thing burned and not paralyzed because he's getting Lefty's recovery. This is just not good. Not a good situation to be in. The light screen is going to wear off. Like, if I had knockoff on my team, that would be great also. It really, really would. But we just don't have that kind of luck right now. I don't want to switch something in to take all that damage, though. That's the thing. I'm thinking he's going to go for the light screen. And Gyro Ball's just gonna poop on my team now, which is exactly what I did not want to happen. I mean, we can go into Hitmonchan because I'm really not that fast. I do have some speed investment, but now that he's paralyzed, he's gonna be dealing so much more damage. And I don't know that I like that. We can set up power-up punches. I'm just afraid that the Gyro Ball will one-shot, and I'm not happy about that at all. Not happy. We're gonna give it a go though, because I don't want this to be a stall match. We're 20 minutes in, and nobody has lost a Pokemon. Neither side. I was hoping this match was not going to be such a stallish fest. He's going to switch out, and the Reflect is going to wear off this turn as he goes into the Altaria, which is fine by me because he's going to take 25% due to rocks. The Reflect wears off. I'm getting a power-up punch off on this thing. I'm not going to Ice Punch it. Because he's not going to predict a fighting-type move. No way. I don't think Ice Punch will kill either. I'm not sure. He's going to stay in, so what are you going for? Oh, wait. He's specially defensive. He's specially defensive. Oh, no. Rocky Helmet. That's weird. Cotton Guard. Oh, I should have went for the Ice Punch. That was a terrible play. Oh, no. That was a terrible play. That was a terrible play. Okay. Ice Punch it is. We need to hope this kills. We really need to hope this kills. Yes, it does. Okay, the first Ice Punch definitely would have killed. At least we're up to +1 now. But, yeah, that was a bad play. I didn't even think about Cotton Guard. So he's probably specially defensive, or special defensive, yeah, investment, and then going for the Cotton Guard to even out his defenses. That's good. So we finally broke through and got rid of a Pokemon here, which is great. Jabba going in there. I love Assault Vest Hitmonchan. I know a lot of players just think that it's just garbage, but I don't. Its coverage is bad. At least how I'm running it, the coverage is really bad, but I like it. I like it a lot. So we'll see what my opponent wants to go into now. Golurk is probably not a good switch in because it's just not. It's just not a good switch in. Ice Punch is going to one-shot you, and I outspeed because I have enough investment for that. The Megatron is going to come out. He's going to take just a little tiny bit from that rock stuff. And we're going to go for the Drain Punch here. I don't know if he's going to one-shot us with a Gyro Ball. I don't think he will. If he does, he won't have screens up. And that means we'll be free to get damage off on him. Or damage off on something, I should say. So, yeah. The question is, are you going to go for a Reflect the first turn, or are you going to go for straight for the Gyro Ball? We shall see. Drain Punch does a decent amount, and that is going to bring us almost back up to full health as he goes for the Toxic. Alright. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. With the lefties, I don't think we can I don't think we're going to take him out here. So I think that Power Up Punch is our best play. If he wants to switch out into Golurk, so be it. But Power Up Punch seems to be the way to go here. Because that does a nice chunk of damage. And he's paralyzed and he can't move, so he can't get the Reflect Up and he can't get the Gyro Ball off. Now a Drain Punch is going to kill. Actually, another Power Up Punch will kill. Pretty sure at +2. Yeah, we're going to go for it. I mean, it's either that or he has to go into the Golurk. That's what I would do right now, but again, I still outspeed, and I can Ice Punch you, but you can get all kinds of toxic damage off of me. Yeah, he's going to stay in and take the Power Up Punch to the face, and Mr. Megatron here is not going to survive that. We're going to take toxic damage in return, but Jabba picking up 2 kills, and I like that a lot. That Power Hacks was really unfortunate, especially if he was going for the Reflect or even the Gyro Ball, because our defense is kind of poop. That may have just one-shotted us. I don't know. Or, not necessarily one-shotted us, but put us in a range where Toxic was going to finish us off. So that is really, really, really unfortunate. Mickey Mouse is coming out here. This thing outspeeds us. He's going to take rocks damage, so if he has Focus Sash, we don't have to worry about that. But we're at +3, and we haven't shown it off, but we're going for the Mach Punch here. So I don't know if that's going to kill, but it's going to deal a lot of damage. It's going to get boosted by the, what do you call it, Iron Fist. I don't know why you're not going into the Golurk here. Yeah, oh wow, that's just one-shots. Oh my goodness, Jabba, 3 kills in a row. I like it. It looks like we're going to go down to the next turn of Toxic, but I think we're going to take something else out. What I would do is go into the Pyroar and bait the Mach Punch, then switch into the Golurk and just have the toxic damage finish me off. That would be my play at this point in the match. He's gonna go into Optimus Prime right away, so he's just going straight into that Golurk. He knows that I have the Ice Punch, so that's what we're going for. We outspeed. I do have speed investment for that, and if he's max invested, I still don't think he outspeeds. I don't think. But I think he's invested in HP and attack, or HP and special defense, one or the other. But I'm gonna go in go in for the Ice Punch here. Go in for the Ice Punch. Does that even make sense? No, it doesn't. No, it does not, ladies and gents. So we're finally seeing some movement on this match here. We see the Ice Punch, and Optimus Prime is gonna go down to that. So what he did do effectively is prevent me from getting Drain Punches off. So it looks like the Toxic will finish us off. Oh no, it will not. Apparently, I'm just a terrible judge on when Toxic damage is going to finish things off. We have 10 HP remaining, so we have 1 hit left. Jabba's taken out 4 Pokemon back to back to back. And we're in a great position right now. We are in a great position. He's got the Pyroar, which is going to get one-shotted by a Mach Punch, so that's not even... I don't really think that's an option. I'm trying to think, what was his other Pokemon? I don't know if we've seen it yet, and I don't remember it from Team Preview. Yeah, he's in a really bad position at this point. Really, really bad position. What are you going to go into, Mr. Immortal? So this is not going to be a terribly long battle after all. I'm thinking it's going to be about a half an hour when all is said and done, depending. Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, my opponent still could come back from this just because Jabba has been putting in a lot of work. Doesn't mean that my opponent can't just turn things around and have this end up being almost an hour-long match and he gets the victory. Who knows? Ares. Oh, the Poliwrath. We have seen that. Well, I should outspeed. Actually. This Poliwrath is pretty darn slow. So I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. Gonna go for the Drain Punch. And if it turns out that the Poliwrath does outspeed, we have our Zebstrika. Good old Zoe. With no ground or Lightning Rod Pokemon to absorb its attacks, Pyroar doesn't really want to take that, so we will still be in an okay position. And the Pyroar is going to take a ton of damage from the Stealth Rocks coming back in too, so I'm not in a position where I feel like I should be worrying a whole bunch. Because we still have all 6 of our Pokemon, even though 3 of mine have status conditions. We've got Slowking is burned, and Rhydon and Jabba here are toxic, which really is not the best thing, but, you know, if he wants to go into the Pyroar here, I mean, that's still going to get one-shotted, so Yeah, we're going to outspeed, we're going to get a Drain Punch off, and that's going to take out the Aries. Oh my goodness, and I think we're going to survive that toxic damage. Ladies and gents, I think we might be looking at a Hitmonchan sweep here. Yeah, oh yeah, we survived that with a lot of HP remaining. Mach Punch is going to finish off the Pyro, I'm like 99% positive. Yep, yeah, oh yeah, with 25% of your health is going to be gone due to Stealth Rocks. Jab of the Hitmonchan. I don't care what anyone says about how garbage Assault Vest Hitmonchan is. Did you see the work that this thing put in this episode? This is ridiculous. Granted, the power hacks helped it out a lot. My opponent is actually just going to forfeit. He's not going to let me get that last KO. So that is unfortunate. So I really wanted to see the full sweep in action. But we see a Hitmonchan sweep, ladies and gents. How often do we see that? How often? Not very often at all. So yeah. Anyway, my screen just froze there, that's why I got silent. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I know I did. There was a lot of vying for momentum at the beginning of the match, and we were 6-6 for the longest time. I'm really happy I brought in Hitmonchan when I did. And like I said, that power hack was really unfortunate because that may have just swayed the entire match. If he went for Gyro Ball there, and it was going to KO, and even if it didn't, the Toxic would have taken us out. So that was the turning point in the match, and that's a bit unfortunate. But I guess in the grand scheme of things, having the T-Wave on the Bronzong was not a bad thing after all. So, yeah, I really enjoyed using this team. I might use it one more time. I don't know. Probably not because... Oh, I saved the battle video. I wasn't trying to do that. But I might use this team one more time, but I might not at the same time because... people know what my sets are and they play around it like they know what my sets are, and I don't like that so much. I want it to kind of be fair. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I mentioned probably 3 times already, and I will see you all for the next battle. But until then, game on.